Thank you, Chair Williamson, Vice Chairs McLean and Rayfield. I'm Ellen Rosenblum, Oregon Attorney General, and I come before you in full support of House Bill 3464. Over the course of the last 6 months, my phones have been ringing. I have received call after call, many making the same request. My office has heard from school districts, courthouses, even mayors, asking, and in some cases pleading for help in dealing with federal immigration authorities. As Attorney General, I can tell you that the rules that apply to immigration enforcement are not simple or self-evident. When ICE comes, they don't come with a manual. Our communities have no consistent source for guidance when dealing with federal authorities. So oftentimes they turn to us, the Oregon Department of Justice, and we turn them away. We turn them away because we are the lawyers for the state. And in the absence of other direction from our legislature, we have no basis for providing assistance to our cities, our counties, or our school districts, no matter how badly it is needed. And so we leave them to their own devices to negotiate on their own the ambiguities of federal law. And in the lack of certainty or ability to tell Oregon residents what they should expect, fear and rumor hold sway and our communities crumble. This uncertainty damages our businesses. The fear of immigration authorities has emptied the downtown corridors of cities across Oregon. Representative Alonzo Leon will share with you the story of downtown Woodburn and of a community gripped by a fear essential enough to grind their economy to a halt. But this is not the only city or county so damaged. This uncertainty damages our budget. As our schools, courthouses, and other public accommodations are left to wrestle with these questions on their own, they are forced to draw on even more limited resources. This diverts from other budgets and priorities and allows our state resources to be funneled away and commandeered for federal purposes. This uncertainty damages our public safety. A 2013 study conducted by the University of Illinois found that 44% of Latinos considered themselves less likely to contact police if they are the victim of crime because they fear that police officers will ask them about their immigration status. A person who is forced to worry first about immigration will not only fail to call to report a crime that they experience, they will fail to report a crime that they witnessed. This uncertainty damages our public health. Confusion about immigration enforcement separates people from the services they need. It can separate the suffering person from the mental and physical health services they need. And it can convince the probationer that it makes more sense to disappear into the underground than to comply with the terms of their probation and to receive the treatment, counseling, and guidance needed to bring them back into society. This uncertainty damages our public education. In our increasingly diverse schools, fear of immigration enforcement makes children anxious and unfocused if they come to school at all. This fear can also keep a student from applying to college or financial aid, ending their educational career and wasting their potential. Perhaps most of all, this uncertainty hurts our communities, paralyzing community members who have no idea what to expect when they send their children off to school, or when they visit their doctor, or when they drive off to work in the morning. This paralysis invades every aspect of the lives of these diverse and vibrant communities in our state, shattering their ability to provide their important and valuable contributions to their neighborhoods, their economies, and their households. House Bill 3464 aims to end this uncertainty. At its broadest, it aims to accomplish two objectives. First, it aims to provide our schools, courthouses, and other public accommodations with needed guidance in dealing with federal immigration authorities. This advice, which will be developed collaboratively between the public accommodations and my office, looks to provide simple guidance in understanding the rights and obligations we all possess in this area. This is offered with the intent of full compliance with all federal and state laws. Our job is to follow the letter of the law, but to understand that we need go no further. This guidance will be just that, guidance. Our communities will be free to use this advice only as far as they choose to do so. There is real value in consistency, city to city, school to school, for those who wish to accept it. Guidance is also about compliance and will make clear that where federal law applies, it must be fully and faithfully obeyed. Secondly, House Bill 3464 makes clear that where federal law ends, the privacy of our residents must begin. Oregon has a long-standing commitment to privacy that this bill only echoes. In the absence of a clear legal requirement, the government is not entitled to your personal information, period. I would like to thank Representatives Alonzo Leon and Hernandez for their exceptional leadership in this area, and Governor Kate Brown for her partnership. We must work together to curb the fear that is paralyzing our most diverse and most vulnerable communities. I urge the passage of House Bill 3464.
Thank you.